Hey, yo, it's so cold there. Better inhale to exhale to breathe it all there, cause we living in hell. 777's trying to get to heaven. Hope you're knocking off the reverend and catching the message. Coldest nigga in the room for now. That's why it's froze for now. But you can't forget Young Oxygen Tank. And y'all already know, man, this Ozone Layer episode, what, 5? Yeah, stop at 5. And y'all know what time it is. Y'all ready to blast off? I'm definitely ready to blast off. So let's get up in them spaces. In three, two, one, let's go. What's good? What's up with y'all, man? Hope everything's copacetic. Y'all good in yourselves. And everything's a lot better. Y'all know I like to start out these little videos, with a little something before I start off. Facing the loss isn't easy sometimes in life. And when you lose somebody one day to another, so I just say, wake up, cherish your moments with your friends, with your family, with your loved ones. Wake up, call them, tell them you love them. Cherish every single moment you got with them because you never know. You really don't. Some days they're here and just like that, they're gone tomorrow. So please cherish every moment you can and with your family and anybody else. And that. And so I just want to give a moment of silence for that and before we continue with the video, all right, y'all? All right, thanks, y'all. Appreciate each and every one of y'all in the comments. Please hit the like, the subscribe, the share button. Let's turn up this energy. Let's change up the tempo. Let's get rid of all that in the room and let's get into it, man. Shonen Jump this week was a little wild, a little crazy, was it not? But y'all already know I'm gonna start out with Jujutsu no Kaisen, and y'all know what happened last week. Y'all know what happened. Maki stepped back into Miyo's domain, and domain created of a sumo ring, of course. And Maki stepped in, beginning of the chapter, you feel me? In order to fight Miyo in the ring. Obviously, Maki not knowing a clue or how to fight in the ring, so that was a bit tough for her. But Mio being the character himself, looking for a fight, knowing the essence of battle and the soul and what you need to do in order to articulate that in battle and be able to create a proper technique, create spacing and knowing how to maneuver and target an opponent's weakness is something that all comes in the essence of battle in a sense, if you do know what I mean. So something that Maki realized over countless of battles that she had in that ring, because it seemed like they had a bunch of battles, but sumo fights are simply lost if the opponent's knees touch the ground or body touch the ground in any way, shape, or form. Like they can't touch the ground pretty much. That's how sumo goes. If they touch the ground, any part of their body, I think like it's like from the knee down, you good, but from like the knee up, if any other part of your body touch the ground or you step out the ring, is a loss. From what I remember reading other mangas or like there was a sumo manga that was popular at some time. I'll get back to that with y'all because that was a little dope. But neither here nor there. You know she stepped into the domain, realized the heart of battle, and eventually she stepped out, quoting the words that she feels amazing. She's willing to start fighting, so y'all already know what time it is. It's time for her to turn up, no snotty. She finna get crazy on niggas on this block and start turning up on everybody around her. Cause that's it. It seems like she's attained that one piece that she needed is just to concentrate on the soul battle. Nothing else, Monkey. You thinking about way too much, girl. Slow down. Relax, shorty. You know, what else? So I feel the next chapter she finna start kicking ass, taking names. You know, she may not have received, like I said earlier, she may not have received the power up in the sense of like curse energy or anything like that, but she received the power up with the mind. So we gonna see next week what she gonna do. Pull up with her new glow up. Pull up with the glow up and start getting crazy on niggas. You feel me? So we can't wait for that next week. You heard? So next up we got Black fucking Clover. And this shit started up morbidly bad, man. When I say like captains is all around, the three maidens, they're devastated, they shocked because Asta's dead, you feel me? Yami smoked over 7,000 cigarettes and shit. You feel me? Everybody stressed out. He calls up Knock. Knock can't even like enter through shit through Asta's shadow, because we all know that Knock has the ability of shadows and shit, with shadow magic, so he could come out of people's shadow willingly as long as he had contact with them beforehand. And he can't seem to access Asta's shadow. So that clearly derives to me that Asta's in a different dimension, or a different area altogether, somewhere that cannot be reached. Because it was stated that either he's dead or he's somewhere extremely far away that not cannot just enter his shadow in a sense. You know? So that's crazy. Then we got Julius in the bunch. We got a little cameo of these niggas, so we got to see a little, the outer lining of what they might possibly look like, or who they might possibly are, as well as Juno apparently wiping out a whole bunch of, like, I think A-class devils. That's what was said. Apparently they were high-ranking devils. Juno's pulled up, wiped all these niggas. He even claims at the end of the chapter, you feel me? Even if Asta is for sure dead, then I'm gonna surpass him, because it was always depicted throughout the entire manga that Asta was behind the Juno, but Juno's perspective, Asta was always ahead of him. So that's food for thought for y'all. Food for thought. You feel me? Something that was interesting too, that last panel of the chapter, we get a picture of Asta washed up to the shore of some kind of beach. We don't know what beach it is. Hopefully, there's some biddies out there for my boy. You feel me? You feel me? Nah, you feel me? Y'all not on that type time. Y'all niggas tripping, man. Let him get out there, man. Let him grow. That's what he needs. Jesus. Three things I noticed in that last chapter, and the last page of the chapter. My fault, y'all. The liquor has been kicking in. Nigga been drinking shots all day, man. Rest in peace. Uh, yes. Three things I noticed. The hair of the guy that was hidden. The hair resembles Yami a lot, or like, but there's no one else in the manga that has their hair drawn like Yami or similarly close to that. But this character that suddenly appeared, that's face is hidden, has hair very similar to Yami, as well as a kimono on. And we all know kimonos are traditional Japanese wearing, which they wear in those type of areas, in those provinces, that country, and the continent. Correction. Uh, as well as the tree in the background. The tree that they drew in the background is not a tree that's, I think, native of where Asta comes from, or anything in the Clover Kingdom or in the Diamond Kingdom or nothing like that. So that's gonna be a bit interesting. Like that Asta's gonna get a power up in the sense of mastering the sword style, because something that I realized myself while reading this and thinking about it is that Yami's backstory, it was never explained to any of us that Yami was trained by anyone or trained in any foreseen style. From what we know, Yami is self-taught. Yami got a grimoire, had access to dark magic because that's the magic he was granted through his grimoire, and he created his own style from using a blade from his homeland. Using a blade from your homeland doesn't mean that you were taught to use a blade from your homeland. He could simply be copying or created a style similar to something that he's witnessed back at home when he was growing up as a child. So for Asta to wash up in that area where possibly uh listen, why am I blanking right now? Where possibly Yami grew up at, it means that Asta can now be properly taught how to use a katana. So that's something interesting. Or what if Asa's taught how to use a style in a sense? Some type of sword style. We all seen different mangas. Veroni Kenshin with the reverse sword technique. Who else? We got Gintama with a whole bunch of styles. Like, you feel me? There's a bunch of niggas out there. You feel me? Tanjiro, Gamaran. There's a bunch of niggas out there with sword styles. You feel me? Different sword styles, different techniques, and things that could be created and brought upon and could flourish your style a lot more, other than just swinging the blade the most efficient way you could think possible. You feel me? So that's something to add to structure. So something to look forward to as to gaining some kind of style or being formally taught how to use the blade. Because I don't think, like I said, he wasn't properly taught that, and nor do I think Yami was properly taught that. So that's something that could be of great experience to him. Not to mention they got 7 days to kick ass. Oh, they gonna be another one bites the dust type shit. So that's gonna be interesting, and we gonna see what next week has in store for us, gang. And last but not least, we got My Hero Academia, man. And y'all know how I felt last week already. I wasn't feeling it. I was not. Why was I not feeling it? Cause they bringing Bakuyo back, man. Why let the man rest? It's a hard knock life for us. It's a hard knock life for us. Jesus, man. So Edge is working to bring back Bakuyo as Millennium and Mirko are fighting their asses off to keep Shigaraki away. You feel me? Uh, for some reason, everybody wants Bakuyo alive. I don't know how Bakuyo is supposed to change the tide of battles without some kind of upgrade. We all know Edge is turning himself to like some metal string or whatever it is to revive and put together this nigga's heart, right? Now we all should confirm that he's gonna get some kind of upgrade, in my opinion. I don't see Bakuyo coming back as the same Bakuyo he was beforehand with just the information of his pattern and the way he fights to be able to overpower Shigaraki and win. For some reason, the manga keeps pushing for this, which is wild to me. Not only that, it's crazy that Shigaraki feels so much intimidation coming from basically a dead Bakuyo. Like Bakuyo is dead. He's pretty much killed him. There's nothing from him there. He's withering away. He's on his last moments. He's pretty much gone. They're fighting they're doing everything they can to keep the guy alive and to bring him back to life in a sense. Shigaraki is somehow intimidated by this guy more than anyone else in the battlefield. More than Mirko that's out there kicking, like swinging her legs like crazy. Millennium distracting him, blurring his vision in the middle of the fight. He's not threatened by any of these niggas. He's threatened by Bakuyo for some reason. For some reason, he feels like he's getting dizzy and it's affecting him, and because he felt something within Bakuyo that had the potential or the ability to defeat him. Now, I don't know why Shigaraki is faced with insecurity out of nowhere, presumably. If we all been watching this shit from down the block, or we've been watching this shit from down the block, we know Shigaraki has issues within himself, clearly. The nigga got problems. So with all that being said, him feeling that intimidation from Bakuyo, you know, further is implying the loneliness that he felt within himself. Stay in the car with me. I know y'all lost, huh? Where does this come from? Where does loneliness even apply to intimidation? Let me keep you in the car. Stay in the car with me. The reason he feels intimidated is because everybody's so earnestly trying to save Bakuyo. Shigaraki never felt that in his life, i.e., loneliness, right? Because his family didn't save him, no one saved him. What came to save him was All For One after everything already fucking happened. Everything already went to shit when All For One came to help him, pretty much. And to him, I don't think he looks at All For One like he saved him, because All For One's trying to take over his body, and he knows that without a doubt. So with all that being said, he's intimidated because the fear within his heart is now coming out, and he's feeling intimidated. And that pressure of not understanding of why he went through what he went through is he's bearing those fruits onto Bakuyo and the heroes and completely trying to wipe out even something that he already stating throughout the chapter he destroyed. He's completely trying to wipe it out of the face of the planet at this point because it's bothering him now. It's annoying him. Like, what the fuck is going on? So In the midst of that happening, and the intimidation, the fear, the psychological warfare that Shigaraki is facing within himself, a new power begins to awaken because he can like not shed but grow like fingers throughout his body and shit. And out of these fingers now are growing figures that look like his family members that were deceased. So we don't know what exactly they're gonna do, like if they're gonna come out fighting as clones or just distract Shigaraki and make his mental go more out of whack. We don't know exactly. We know, what we do know for sure is that Shigaraki wants to kill Bakuyo, and Bakuyo is gonna come back somehow with either some new ability or just fighting and outsmarting Shigaraki somehow. I don't know how, cause he already wasn't doing that beforehand. Like, cool, he gained some battle experience after taking two blows from the nigga. But nigga, ain't no one in the real world or IRL or taking two blows from somebody and they know how to beat an OP opponent all of a sudden. Like that doesn't go like that. This is an ass pull. This is not good writing in my opinion. Like I said, like I can if they bring back Bakuyo to salvage it and make me like continue like it's like have make Bakuyo basically stall out in order to have Deku show up. And it's like at that point, damn, y'all niggas might as well just let the nigga die. Y'all could have did better stalling with pro heroes, in my opinion, as opposed to a young, unexperienced hero. But no, let's bring Bakuyo back and use the power of friendship. And that's what Horikoshi has in for y'all, man. And just like that, you feel me? I'm gonna keep it short and sweet this week, King. We ain't even gonna dive too much into it or indulge or get too crazy. We just gonna keep it nice, short, and sweet, gang. That's what it is, you feel me? So we gonna sign out. Let me get this shot ready, you feel me? Take this last pull for your boy. This has been Ozone Layer episode 5. I hope y'all enjoyed it. Y'all hit that like, the subscribe, that share button. Y'all already know. Can't wait to see y'all next week. And y'all already know. Share, baby. Y'all already